Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back finally with the Mick Schumacher Formula 2 career mode. Yes, we are back at last. It's been a while, like I feel I say on pretty much every video on this channel in recent weeks. But yeah, we are finally returning to the F2 career mode here at the Austrian Grand Prix. Now I'm really excited, so I think to be honest I'm just going to dive into this. Obviously if you missed the last video back at France, I would definitely recommend going back and checking that one out. You know, that was a very, very interesting race at the end of the day. But yeah, let's jump into it then. We're here for Austria.
Welcome back to Spielberg for today's qualifying at the Austrian Formula 2 race. The drivers are prepped and raring to go, and I suspect we're going to have a bit of a fight on our hands for pole position.
So here we are then, ready for the Austrian Grand Prix in the F2 Mick Schumacher career mode. Yeah, quite looking forward to this one. We're definitely, you know, trying to get ourselves back towards the top two in the championship, and hopefully today we can try and get 4 points closer. But I think we are ready then. Let's dive it straight in for the one-shot qualifying here at round 6 of the season. We're pretty much now at the halfway stage of this championship, and yeah, let's see what we can muster up from the car. Braking nice and tightly down in towards T1. Got to be careful of the curb on the exit, and then the long run towards turn 2, where you just slowly but surely cycling your way back up to 6th gear, spotting the 100-meter braking board, just braking ever so slightly in front of it there. Still struggling a little bit with the braking, but we've got the car slowed down in the end, and then fairly decent traction on the exit. You've always got to be careful of a wheel spin in these cars, and especially turn 2 around Austria can be notorious for it as well. Once again, just before the 100-meter braking board there. Don't need to click that apex, so I will take that one back up into 5th gear as we head down in towards 6 to 3. Oh, just get caught actually by the sun as we head through there, but just a couple more corners to go. We're still somehow purple at the moment. Not too sure how we managed that, considering a couple of small mistakes on this run. But as we head down in towards Sector 3 though, let's try and not make a couple of mistakes through the final couple of corners. Get it slowed down nice and tidily. Make sure we use up all the track space, but no more. 3rd gear, final corner, right, the sausage curb through there, and then down towards the start-finish line. It's going to be a 1:14.5, and I think that's pole. That is pole position for the Austrian Grand Prix. That is exactly what we needed. How much was that by in the end? Surely only a couple of tenths.
The grid is all set for the race tomorrow, but before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, which are Schumacher, Giotto and Nicholas Latifi. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
4 tenths of a second we've managed to nab pole by then. Not too sure how we've managed that, I'll be honest, but we'll take the points at the end of the day. You can see we're now 19 behind Sete Camera, who still leads the way there over Nick de Vries. But yeah, Giotto in 2nd, Latifi in 3rd, so it is Sete Camera, the leader of the championship, down in 4th ahead of Nick de Vries in 5th there, with Jack Aitken in 6th, Delatraz in 7th, Matsushita 8th, Hubert 9th, and then my teammate Sean Galeo rounds out the top 10 there. But I mean, that lap felt quite good, so definitely feel that we've might have a slight edge in the race, but certainly, you know, with the slipstream trains and everything like that, I'm sure Giotto, Latifi, Sete Camera and de Vries will certainly not make it easy for us. But it's time, let's jump into the Austrian Grand Prix.
It's race day here at Spielberg, and the drivers are making their final preparations down on the grid before lights out. Look around, it's a spectacular setting, and I'm sure today's race will do it justice. Spielberg is a very short lap, one of the shortest we'll see in this Formula 2 championship. 7 rights and 3 lefts make up the 10 corners of the circuit. The left-hand kink of turn 2, leading into the uphill braking of turn 3, represents another overtake hotspot. Alongside me today, I'm delighted to welcome back to the commentary box the 2012 GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. There looks to be a challenging race ahead of the drivers today, Davide. With that in mind, what are you looking out for today?
Well, Alex, I want to see how the drivers at the back of the grid are going to roll down. They'll need to make an impact in the early stages, and they're probably hoping for a bit of luck at the start. We may see some bold maneuvers out there today.
Here are the starting positions for today's race. A fantastic effort from Mick Schumacher yesterday puts him on pole position, with Luca Giotto alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Latifi, Sete Camara, Nick de Vries, and Aitken, Delatraz, Matsushita, Hubert, Sean Galea, Joe, King, Dorian Boccolacci, and Boschong, Correa, Mazepin, Alesi, and Callum Island. Raghunathan and Tatiana Calderon completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So here we are then on the grid, ready for the Austrian Grand Prix, and that is looking interesting. Changeable conditions, it appears, for this race. It's meant to go from dry all the way to heavy wet rain, so we'll wait and see as to how we fare with that one. But yeah, really looking forward to this race. That certainly has made it a little bit more interesting as well. We might try and go for, I don't think we can really do any setup changes on the car in all honesty. We might have to see about the front wing angle when we get towards the pit stop here. But based on that, now, the weather on F1 2019 can be unpredictable, even relative to that at the end of the day. So we could see very little rain. We could see rain pretty much instantly in this Grand Prix. Only time will tell. But I think the best thing we need to do is just jump into it. As long as we can try and outscore, obviously, the two guys ahead of us, Sete Camara and obviously Nick de Vries. That's going to be the aim here today. So let's dive into it straight off the bat. Full throttle, ready for the start of the Austrian Grand Prix. It's 5 lights, and it's lights out and away we go there. No time being held at the start of this one, and that's not been a particularly good start there. Giotto straight past us. Not too sure how we managed to mess up that as we head down in towards T1. We've been punted out wide as well by another car. Not too sure who that was. A bit of contact with de Vries. We got an illegal overtake on Sete Camara, so we're going to have to let even more cars through as we head up the hill. There, Aitken gets in front of us as well. Everyone just all in the way, and that's, yeah, been, I think, how we got an overtake on Delatraz? What have we done there? This game's just handing out those legal overtakes. It's not happy with us off the start, and I think that's been probably my worst start since Bahrain in this, but we'll try and get back around the outside of Delatraz there. That's exactly what we've done. Straight back up into P6 of the Grand Prix, but yeah, not the start that we wanted in this race. But, I mean, this could be quite an unpredictable one. 20 laps ahead of us as well, so it's certainly not over on lap 1 as we head through the final couple of corners. Can we close back up the gap to Sete Camara? He also leads the way on the end of lap 1 there. Sete Camara is actually a bit worried about me behind him. Going a little bit defensive into turn 1. We'll try to go slow in, fast, and get nice and early on the power, and that's exactly what we've done. Sete Camara all over the curves there, doesn't allow himself to get the power down as quickly as he'd like, and hopefully, as we head up through turn 2 into turn 3, we've got yellow flags out. Not too sure what that's all about, but yeah, we have got past Sete Camara. Is that Sete Camara going slowly, I think? It is Sete Camara! Sete Camara out of the Grand Prix there, so that might have been why he struggled off turn 1 there, and well, that is a huge implications to the title fight for both myself and Nick de Vries here. We've got a golden opportunity to take big points out of Sete Camara here, and yeah, that is not what the, I think it's, is it ART? I'm pretty certain, no, it's not ART even. Is it DAMS, I think? Oh, I might be wrong. But yeah, that is huge implications for Sete Camara in this title fight there, and yeah, not the result, well, it's not the result whatsoever at the end of the day, but we continue on. Matsushita next up the road as we head in towards the final couple of corners there. Nice chunk of oversteer, or understeering I should say, through the final corner. Are we going to be close enough to go for anything? Giotto light at the timing screens. We're pretty much there on the pace though, that's okay. Into T1, we will have the DRS on Matsushita. Can we potentially open up a move? He hasn't got the DRS on the car in front. That is important as well. Nick de Vries currently up in P3. Are we going to get close enough? We might have to go for a bit of a lunge on Matsushita. He's aware of us though. Later on the brakes. And I think we've done that. Have we made that work? Yellow flag's out. Yes, we have. Around the outside of Matsushita. The yellow flags are going to save me in that situation. Yeah, we're now up into P4. De Vries goes fastest. We go even faster. 117.3, only beaten by half a tenth as we completely ruined T1. But yeah, I'm worried at the moment that the top 3 might be starting to make a bit of a breakaway. You know, in the slipstream train. Hopefully they can battle, like it appears they are doing now. We can get closer. But yeah, the gap to De Vries, 2 seconds. And lap 5 on the track is starting to become very, very overcast here. We are taking a little bit of time at De Vries and all the top guys, but it's still, we're talking small margins every lap at the moment. But yeah, track is, I think the rain is imminent at this stage, but it's how long these super soft tyres can go. Top 2 start to have a bit of a battle. That can hopefully bring both myself and De Vries a bit closer. As we get another huge chunk of wheel spin. Oh, there's the ring. We saw the flash. The team were trying to tell me to pit the end of this lap, but now I think we're going to just stay out until it gets wet enough. How quick is the rain going to start falling here in Austria? Found from a couple of league races recently, it can take, you know, it pretty much just is instantly, but then also dries out very quickly. So we'll wait and see as to how we fare. But it's just going to be a case of when the team are going to make the call. That's what we're going to be waiting on at the moment. Teams still want me to pit for dries, but obviously that's the most stupid thing in the world at the moment. As we are definitely starting to take quite big chunks at Giotto. Perhaps we've got a little bit more pace in the rain over these guys. As soon as I say that, huge amount of understeer. Is anyone going to dive into the pits on the end of that lap? The last guy's going to get the call before? I don't think so. Big lock up into T1 though. Oh my, that's out wide. No one dives it in, but I think it's not going to be long before we need to win this race. And there arrives a new strat. Is it Inters? It certainly is. Sorry, full wets, isn't it? Oh my god, yeah, these tyres have got nothing. These tyres have got nothing. They're gone. And we're losing so much time. Where are they at? 60%. No more traction zones, or particularly slow speed traction zones. We just got to try and drag the car around. Oh my. We're trying to get on with it. I apologise, everyone. Everyone's sneaking through now. It's all going wrong. We've got a warning for a collision with Delatras, and we're just slipping down the order like a stone. You don't say, Jeff. These tyres are completely shot, mate. Are we still ahead of my teammate? I don't know. Oh my god, someone's had to stay out. Who stayed out? Oh no! Teammates in. I've no idea who stayed out, but I don't think they're going to make much more progress. Oh my god. That's not where we want to be. Okay, we'll do that. This is all gone catastrophically wrong. Catastrophically quickly in the Formula 2 race. Everyone's just out in the pit lane now. I mean, I'm intrigued to see how far that MP Motorsport car goes. We need Galeo to get on with it. Come on, mate! Go! Let us in! Please! Come on, Formula 2. What are you waiting for? Oh, this has gone catastrophically. Thank you. Where are we? We're 16th. And about half a lap down to the guys in the lead. We're behind Calderon. How have the team messed up our pit stop that badly? I mean, we lost all the time as well. But we were just sat there. Daniel Ricciardo Monaco style. That was not good. Now we have a bit of a recovery on our hands. We'll make up a couple of places though, as people are still in the pit lane. Someone's struggling. Oh, come on. No, that's Ragged Nathan gone. I feel like the AI want traction control. Look at that. The run of Lacey can get on us. I mean, we didn't get the best run out of the corner, but the AI just seemed to be able to get so much more grip. I mean, the Formula 2 cars in the wet are incredibly loose at the best of times. As the rain's getting heavier, we're definitely making more progress on Ilot and Calderon, but we're still just inching towards the lap after lap at the moment. these are not drivers, you know, that I particularly want to be fighting in this series, as the back end is still trying to break away in 4th gear. But yeah, slowly pulling away from a Lacey behind. Hopefully we can try and pass all these two. I just don't know what the strat is in this car, whether we want a short shift or just try and run through the power. Every single race I do, it just feels slightly different. But at the moment, whatever we're doing, it isn't working, because we're getting close to Wylock and then just making mistakes. Come on. 2 laps to go. We've really got to try and get something done. It's been such a disappointing race on the whole. If we can just get these two, any sort of little bonus towards the late stages of this race. I'll have to go full send on Wylock, but don't think we're close enough. Hey, I do tend to brake a little bit earlier. But all over the back of it into the braking zone. We're so close to breaking traction on the exit, and we're still nowhere near matching him. I'm trying so hard just to try and get anything against the AI. Can't even commentate in the traction zones because I just tried that hard to listen to the engine note and listen to the tyres just to try and get anything out of it. Come on. Bit of a wobble, that's fine. Let's actually open up the second corner. Look at the gains we make through there though. Beautiful. Love to see it. Oh! Wylock makes a mistake. Trying to get the power on the exit past him there. Yeah, we're finally up into P13. Calderon's a second up the road. That can very easily be closed down. And yeah, look how close Wylock can stick on the exits. But finally we've at least got past one of them. Locking up the front so slightly. That's okay. As long as we don't make any mistakes. Might be unlucky for some, but after the mess this race has been, I'll take P13. Would love to get Calderon as well, though. It is Latifi, though, that takes home the race victory in a very tricky Austrian Grand Prix. Come on. Don't lose the place to Wylock now. We spent so long trying to get past him. Just looking at the rear of that. Is it Prema? No, we're Prema. He's Shrew? I don't know. But anyway, in towards the final couple of corners, unless Calderon makes a big mistake, I don't think we're going to get there, unfortunately. An ultimate corner, though. It's been a testing race at the end of the day, but it's probably in some ways been good just to sort of learn a few tricks with this car again. Everything like that. But yeah, it's P13. Pole position, fastest lap, but no race win.
It's been coming for a while, this one. What an excellent win for Dams. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
Simply, they are just a better driver in the way. Here in Formula 2 we know the cars are the same, so it's not down to machinery. They can just handle the weather better than everyone else. Meaning they can have the throttle open longer, they can push more, brake later, and are able to handle it all. They make it look like they have a much faster car, but it's a pure skill behind the wheel. Really incredible drive.
And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime team performance, and it's the culmination of a lot of hard work. Dams are your winners today. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the driver's tape. Nick de Vries takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
I go for Tatiana Calderon. She was so fast today. She really impressed me.
And now a look at the team standings. Dams move further ahead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from ART this time out, and they improved their position in the championship. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Well, like I said, pole position, fastest lap, but unfortunately not the race win that gives us all of the points at the end of the day. They're a bit of a gutting one, I'll be honest. We definitely had some good pace in the car, but yeah, the pit stop window screwed us, and then the wet, we just didn't have the right setup for it. Fingers crossed the sprint race is dry. We definitely need it for some sort of recovery this weekend. But yeah, it is Latifi though that takes home the race victory ahead of Giotto and Nick de Vries, who does pick up the 2 bonus points for the fastest lap, in air quotes there, inside the top 10. Hubert in 4th ahead of Galeel, King, Aitken, Correa, Zhou, and Mazepin round out the top 10 there, with Boccolacci, Calderon, myself, Mick Schumacher, Ilott, Lacey, Delatraz, Beauchamp, Matsushita rounding out the finishes there, with Raghunathan and Sete Camera both not making it through to the end of the Grand Prix. That means the championship, it should be Nick de Vries. Yeah, Nick de Vries jumps to the top of the table there, 13 points clear of Sete Camera there. Giotto jumps past myself up into P3 there on 111 points ahead of myself on 107. And Latifi, I'm surprised actually that he was that far off the top. Honestly thought he'd be right up with Nick de Vries now, but I guess I was getting him and Giotto muddled up there. Now up to 85 points there ahead of Hubert. Delatraz drops down to 7th there ahead of Jordan King and Jack Aitken there. My teammate Sean Galeel picks up even more points. He's been on a good run of form in the last couple of races there, now up to 32, jumping Zhou and Matsushita there up into P10, inside the top 10 of the championship. Nice to see from him. Correa puts more points on the board, gets himself past Beauchamp up into 13th there, and then you can see Mazepin, the last driver to score, with Boccolacci, Calderon, Alesi, Raghunathan and Ilott all yet still on no points. Teams Championship, Prema, we get jumped by ART there, just 6 points between ART, Prema and Virtuosi. That is surely going to be a good battle throughout the rest of the season there. And Sauber by Charoux, jump Trident as well towards the rear of the field there. And yeah, Dams on top by 70 points, 1 point off the golden tally at the end of the day there. But yeah, it was an interesting return to the Mick Schumacher career mode there. Make sure you do get yourself subscribed if you're new around here and you do want to see the sprint race tomorrow. I'm praying for a dry race, but we will have to wait and see. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time.